So let's talk about like what's the roadmap or the journey of that lead that you get from that lead source. All right, welcome to another episode of Getting Real in the Field. This is the show where we talk about all the things that you hate to do, which is following up, making phone calls, putting those stinking little leads inside of your CRM, and just making sure that they are qualified. And I'm your host, JP Fuellen and Keck Tech.
It feels like it's been a long time, JP.
It has been. It has been. I didn't get your I didn't get your crowd going wild.
Yeah, they're upset that we've been on a hiatus for a week and a half, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been slacking, right? Like you've been traveling, I've been out as well too. It's summer, guys. It's summer.
It is summer. I mean, sometimes you just gotta live and let live, you know, or what's that song? Live and let die. That.
Okay. Well,
okay,
so
wait.
yeah.
There they are. Yes. Welcome, studio audience. Tech Day in the building.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. So what do we want to cover?
So let's talk about like what's the roadmap or the journey of that lead that you get from that lead source.
That's a great topic. Okay, so you're talking about like, hey, when leads, let's say you sign up for a service that helps you with leads, and what do you do with it, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Where does it go? Like, does it just go to like lead land, or does it, because I think sometimes, as agents, we spend all this time, energy, and effort to try to generate a lead, especially online leads, or we've got a Facebook page or whatever. And then, we just miss out on business because we don't know what to do with that lead when it comes in. Because you know how we're all afraid of making phone calls, Keck.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I said that in the intro.
I've got a great slide that I share with my clients. Maybe this would be a good segue to kind of talk a little bit about that, and then we can jump into what would you do with leads too. Okay, so let me and share with me your thoughts on this. Okay, so I share this with my clients in general, and I call it customer journey map, right? From a marketing standpoint of view, like every client would go through when they start thinking about buying a house or selling a house, right? They become aware, and then they start engaging, a real estate agent, and then they are thinking about it, they're considering, and then they evaluate, is this the right thing for me to do? Is this the right, is this the right agent to work with? Okay, then let's do it and close and kind of convert at that point in time, right? That's what I call a lead journey. So I will say, like, when they start thinking about this is where advertising comes in. You put an ad out there that is interesting, intriguing to the lead, and then they become aware. At this point in time, they're like thinking about it, not quite sure yet. So that's when you want to engage them. You want to engage them to kind of nurture them. Some leads might be like, 3 months out, some might be 6 months out, some might be even a year out, right? But you gotta do the follow-up, and this is what you and I preach about, is staying engaged with the lead, right? And then when they're considering it, that's when you want to make sure that you are, when they're ready at that point in time, I call it the tipping point, where they want to engage and want to kind of, meet up with you. That's when you want to make sure that you do your typical things, right? Roll out the red carpet. Not only just doing the phone call, but set an appointment to grab coffee, meet up with them, set an appointment to see homes, put them on a home search and stuff like that, and win them over, and then you close on them, right? So I'll pause there. Thoughts, feedback on that? You agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with the engagement, where it tends to fall out is the frequency of engagement, because top of mind awareness is the key to getting to the next point in the journey.
I agree. So you're like just talking about this here, right? Like a lot of people fail in the follow-up on that part there.
Because if they don't engage, it's you're fishing with the wrong bait, like you just got to keep figuring out what the right bait is until they finally start engaging back with you. And then because you're adding value, because you're adding value with expressing your expertise, or you're sending them listings, you're providing value that way. And eventually, you're going to win them over because they're like, well, I see you everywhere, between,
Yeah.
your own brand awareness and your frequency of follow-up, that it's a combination. It's not just one thing, it's multiple things all at once.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to, because it's funny how, like, I've had leads in my system that will come back through other lead sources. And
Oh yeah.
I'm like, seriously?
You just
So,
wasted my lead on
I
Facebook.
know. Like, you just wasted my Facebook ad dollars. You were already in my system already. Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, it comes
It's a
back to
good
the
thing.
1-2 punch. You got to come back from all angles, because it's like, so that's why if you see a Domino's commercial, and then you see a Pizza Hut commercial, and then you see another Domino's commercial, and then they go, you know what, I think I just want Papa John's, but they want pizza, so
Yeah.
it's sometimes it's just how the delivery is, but eventually they come back to get what they wanted, which was pizza. In our case, it's they want to buy a house.
That's right.
And
That's right.
so, yeah, so it's just a matter of just multiple angles coming at it. But again, it's frequency, consistency, and timing,
Yeah. I would say that most people don't realize how long this part here of engaging a lead and try and convince them, like you said, to kind of win them over and stuff like that. How many times, how long it takes, people always underestimate that part.
Yep.
And to our audience out there, you will hear us preach this all the time. If you're not prepared to kind of stay engaged with your lead, or if you're not using some sort of technology to do in doing that, you're wasting your marketing dollars.
100%.
Right. And so, like, this is where, we have, and you down below, you might see this Annette and Agent here. This is our AI platform that we tell our clients that you can use it to kind of follow up with your leads at that point in time. So this is where Annette will kind of follow up with the leads for over 18 months and just engage and kind of check up on them constantly.
Yep.
So
And that's why you use technology to leverage the amount of effort that you're able to do. And we're not robots. So, we can't engage our clients when those leads come in at 2:00 in the morning. I am not getting my phone out and following up on that lead. So this is why I have automation in my business. So
yeah, absolutely. As we kind of wrap up on today's conversation, I hope that this gives you a sense of like what the lead, your potential client, what they go through in a customer journey. And we'll talk more about this in the next couple of episodes as well too.
Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff. So, like, you're not going to find this kind of deep dive into follow-up anywhere on the YouTube's verse.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure.
This is good stuff.
You will hear people talk about how they can generate leads and all that. That's all fine and dandy, but it's all about your follow-up game.
Yeah, a lead that doesn't close is a lead that's lost.
Exactly.
Write that down. Put it on a t-shirt.
I'll write this down now.
Yeah, you need to write that down, Keck.
Okay.
All right. Well, that wraps up another episode of Getting Real in the Field. How does people get a hold of you if they want to find out more about Annette and that automated follow-up, Keck?
Oh, yeah. If you want to, check us out, fieldnotes.ai, not .com, unless you want to buy a notebook, but fieldnotes.ai. And if you want to call me, my number is 425-740-0260. And you?
You could just text me 307-772-1184. Text the word real in the field.
I like that.
Actually, not the word, it's words. Or you can just go to my website and check us out there at www.titanreteam.com. And if you want to know what's going on over at Real, you can go to About and then down to Recruiting, and we can show you what we've got going on in that world as well. So we're trying to expand our team all over the country.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. You got to check out Rio. Okay. Until next time.
Until next time, we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.